Alrighty. That's a giant mess. That's gonna be weird. That's a lot of lightning. Everyone's down here, and looks like that one might do it there. Good news is this is not a debris signature. Looks like there's about to be a tornado near Milton Vale. And the Clay Center would be next in the warning as well. And Clyde. Oh, I know where this is. There's Selena. Doesn't look like this area is quite messy. I'd have to change radars, I think. If that doesn't help. Because that's quite messy as well. Yeah, these are all super messy up here. And everybody and their dogs on this one. Surprised there's so many on a Monday. Okay, that has to be down. I think there's a road hole here. Yeah, there's a road hole due to the rivers. Surprised that one hasn't been confirmed yet. You also have this one doing its thing. All right. Ooh, I think that's too much. There we go. Wymore, Holmesville, and Rockford. Those names come back. This is very messy and hard to tell. Oh, what's the top saying? Tops are saying everything is under the gun. This one's all. I mean, that should be a tornado, right? And then you have confirmed tornado somewhere up in here. CC's not helping that much. Because I think it's too embedded in the rain and hail. Pretty sure this is a tornado. Alright. Don't think that put anything down then. Looks very messy. They do have a PDS tornado watch up for some reason. If I remember correctly, the soundings weren't entirely that great. I can check really quick. It's Kansas City. Yeah, that's terrible. That's too far west. We needed a Kansas City launch, or Wichita launch, but they didn't do anything. it has a bunch of Streamwise, so it could be good. Yeah, let's do that. Nobody's reported a tornado on this one yet. This one just briefly had a tornado down. I think that was a tornado. And that was a tornado. And now we're just into nothing. And that's dry air. Which kind of makes sense. Problem is everybody's down here. All in this one storm. This one going up to Finley and Rockford is it has the inflow that you want to see, a giant mezzo on it. That's what, 7 miles wide. I need to take off some of this stuff. There we go. Somebody was testing. Supposed to do testing. That's literally everybody. I'm gonna have to go check through the models. This looked like, these ones to the south look like they might be starting to become congealing into the line that I was worried about. That would send the day off to be a little bit of a busty mess. Let's see. Yeah. It does. It should be. Looks like it's not going to do too hot. It's into nothing. Let's check. Convective. Nothing there. Oh, and then nothing. Cool. Great thing to see. They did drop the confirmed part on the back warning. Still have it confirmed. You're probably just gonna leave it confirmed till it exits the warning. That might be a 2 tornadoes setup. Looks like there might be 2 twin tornadoes happening right now near St. Joseph and Aurora. Yeah. It may have been brief. Southwest. Wow, those fell apart almost immediately. Or Wickmore. Still have a tornado warning on this one as well. These two are still sort of discreet. These are starting to congeal. These look like they're just gonna congeal right away. What is it? Home cell. Should be plenty of people here. Get a good idea. If it is actually down. Surprised they haven't. Surprised. You'd think with the funnel there'd be a lot more reports flying out. There'd be right there. Heading east. East. Okay. That is a big old area of info. There's 2 giant areas of info in this area. If it can realize all of that info, especially with the storm directly to the south, pushing it straight into the info area, should be able to see something out of that. That's not a tornado, that's a hole. Yeah, that thing fell apart almost instantly. Only 1 inch hail. Can't believe we're doing it all over again. But hey. Let's see. VIL is up there. Quite a bit. It's probably due to the inflow increasing. Yeah, that's the inflow increasing due to this storm pushing it. Due to the increase from this one. We'll have to see what happens after this merger. No. It's because they updated the warning. So many spotter dots. This is gonna be a real fun one to see. Wow, there's nobody up here. What is everybody doing here? Oh, that's why. Giant road hole. Yeah, problem is they're right on top of the thing. If it was to produce. They reissued a new tornado warning to include Clay Center, Clifton, Clyde. What? Which one was it down here? It was... I know there was a Saint down here that we... It's not Hutchinson. Stafford... Okay, never mind. I'm pretty sure we're in Corning. Was it Holton? Somewhere in there. Ooh. This merger is gonna either produce a big old tornado or tornado threat on the northern end is basically done for. the southern one is also still a bunch of time, so it's still very early. These two are remaining discrete enough. Did I see? No. Thought I saw somebody I knew. Alright. There is like a mess happening here. That's 60, 70, and 70. I know that area has had some destructive severe thunderstorms happening there. Let's see. Is this with this one or the old one? 38. That was an hour ago. Better check the other one. Also an hour ago. How is this one not producing any tornadoes? Outside of the ones from earlier. And this one's turning into a mess. Come on. That one has to be producing, right? Like, all I'm seeing is the funnel cloud report. And this one has all the inflow you want to see to produce a big one, but it's being choked off by this merger. This one still has a little bit of room. So does this one. Very impressive top on that southern one. Generally 55 plus. Well, this one's barely hitting over 50, over the 50s. In spots. All right. How is that not producing? Unless this is an older image. Maybe it's this part that's causing issues, not allowing it to. And this one's just a giant mess. Yeah, just a giant mess. Oof. Okay. Oop. Randomly zoomed into the wrong spot. This one could start to produce here soon. Problem is, it looks like it's gonna run into the same issues as this one. Oh, it is Holton. All the way down here. Yeah, that's all. That's where we were. That's why I recognize some of these spots. They're probably going to issue a tornado warning on this one coming up. Pretty sure they're just as confused as the storm on this one. Oof. Ta-doom. They dropped that warning. Don't know what they're doing up. I mean, you might as well just reissue it at that point. Pretty sure that's just for hail. Yeah. Does look like that is a new area of interest. We'll have to see how it evolves. Is this like a dirt road or something? Because that would make sense. That's a weird direction to be going. Oh, got a report. 70. What caused that? Right on top of it. Did they update the warning? No. Wow, this is annoying how these things can't get off the ground. Under the ground. So most of these are just in rural, empty areas. Cool. All the way back into there. What's these tops at? Oh. Only 50? I thought... Oh, it's, need the pinks to go over 60. That was not a non-thunderstorm wind gust, my guy. Yeah, that's not a non-thunderstorm wind gust. This thing is cranking out winds. These are struggling so badly. A nasty little headache. Did they update that? No. Good news, he's almost out. Bad news. I think it's losing its tornado potential. I mean, this is... It's still going through the motions, but... Oh, there is a little bit of rotation right in there. We'll have to see. Okay, these are annoying. How are you not doing anything off of that? Then this one has a bunch of infill stuck in the rain. Let's see, is it the same from here? Yeah. Just covered in rain. Okay, they did correct it to a thunderstorm. I was about to say, there's no way that's non-thunderstorm. There is a little bit of rotation within the reflectivity near Blue Springs. They are keeping the confirmed one up. Just due to the just due to that. And then these are struggling all over the place. I mean, thankfully it's still early. That is probably just rain. Yeah. Problem is the back edge of this storm starting to catch up. And the main meso is so displaced. It looks good, and that would probably be where it formed, but it's in such a weird spot. Let's see. Has it there, which would be an inflow area. Yeah, sir. That's not a non-thunderstorm. You're lucky it wasn't higher. Spatter reports of 1.5. When did that occur? What? Oh, that's interesting. It's interesting because that could be a thing that happens just due to the looking at this, where you see all the hail spikes coming off of the thing, and even a return hail spike. And that's well outside the warning. Is this Beatrice? Yeah. Let's see what that one does. And this might be starting to get its act together. I know that one definitely has a 3 in jail. Okay. Nothing. Come on, hang on. They did extend the tornado warning. Wow. just doing all that. Damn, man. That's that 70. I don't know why it's would be struggling this hard. I know there was a cell merger, but that's almost complete. That's why there's hail there. CC ZDR. Okay. Any giant hail ones? No. Should be a giant hail one in here. Only large hail. Only one. Right in this. Those those small little pixels. Nothing much happening here. It's just so messy. If it wasn't as bad, it would be a lot easier. You have all this hail crud in the way. Don't have giant hail. There's some little pockets there. Go check some of the other warnings out while we wait. Okay. Is that an 80? No, 60. Trees. 60. There's one in Virginia. I think there's one in Michigan. Ohio. Not useful. Well, so messy. And this one just refuses to put down a tornado. Like you'd expect out of something like that. There was a funnel cloud, which was probably just a brief tornado, but there's so many people watching it. I just let everybody all piled up. And I think everybody took that bait. Oh, wow. I think that's a split that's happening there. That's going to be a massive hailer. Still a large. Wow, these are barely exhibiting hail. Probably going to drop that tornado warning there. They can't drop these yet. I'm surprised they didn't downgrade that, but they're just going to let it run out since it's already produced 2. Alright. Like, really? Are we not going to take advantage of this? Or are we just going to launch it into the atmosphere for hail? There's not a lot happening there. Surprised he didn't run this way. There's almost no reason to stop there. Oh. And they have severe thunderstorm warning on top of severe thunderstorm warning here. Take it they updated it's ping pong? No, it was already ping pong. Okay. Jeez. They are not having any luck with these PDS tornado watches. Both of these are running almost 3-inch. Plus doing a split as well. Yeah, two separate giant areas of hail. This one still has a good, decent hail core. Otherwise, things are pretty calm. Pretty sure they're gonna drop that though. Alright. Let's bring it down to a regular tornado warning. Right. Alright. Now, are we going to be able to do anything with this? Still very early. And as once the level check kicks in, usually you see some uptick and everything. That's always fun. There's a giant hail. Finally. Is that another merger happening? So yeah, there's a new merger happening. They issued a new severe thunderstorm warning on top of the tornado warning. Good job. I think there's too much going on right now for them to produce any tornadoes. Which is weird since these two are discrete supercells. You just can't get anything going. Pretty sure I saw something interesting down here. Yeah, another one heading up into this conga line. Already severe hail potential. Let's check VIL. It doesn't even appear in the VIL because it's so new. There she is. That's not even updated. I must want to go hang with this borderline destructive. They did not upgrade it to destructive just yet. But that one's gonna be fun. Good news. They're not doing much right now. There's a lot of time left, but too much of this line's starting to fill in. Let's see. This one might be able to, near Butchered, might be able to grasp this mesocyclone. This is the best shot I've seen all day. Something actually going into the mesocyclone at the right angle. I think this one missed west. This one is just west. It's not as far west. And if anything, it's basically parallel. Almost. But it's heading straight for it, so. What's this one? Oh, hail. See, does it pop up from this angle? Yes, this one has the best chance at rasping. This very powerful meso. Something is just wrong. Which is annoying. Ugh. They still have this as a confirmed tornado warning. Oh wow, there is only one tornado warning, and it's these. Yeah, he'd be right here. I'm looking up into that. Let's check from this angle again. Right there. So this is a relatively good angle to come in at. Well, better than the last one. Looks like it might be starting to feed on the inflow that's causing that meso here to be so powerful. There we go. Alright. It did drop the confirmed tornado warning. And that's the only confirmed tornado warning left. Going down to this one. Near Butchert and Decimal and Elk Creek and Steimer. Let's see. I wish that would update. That's kind of important right now. There's an isolated one out in the middle of nowhere. These are congealing. And is a split confirmed? Yes, it is. That one's going off into the middle of nowhere. Oh my god, all the warnings. You have a tornado, severe thunderstorm, flash flood, a severe thunderstorm, and that's it. But they're all in a very small area. Let's see. Near Pawnee City, just north. Table Rock should be fine. Let's see. That really looks. All these storms piling in are causing issues. And these ones just refuse to do what they should be doing. As everybody is chasing these storms. I'm hoping people started tailing Charling, because that's a lot of chasers out there. Alright. Bunch of in-jail reports coming in. Ramping. Alright. To have this. Boom. There we go. Don't need that. Wow. You guys are really disappointing me down here. Especially since you're in a mostly rural area where tornadoes can be afforded. Let's go. There's so much. I think everything's just... Yeah, there's nothing. I don't think those ones are gonna do anything. Right now the best looking ones are down by Dodge City. Why is everybody in South Hutchinson? Like, this is explainable. That is not. Alright, there we go. This one, oh, that's producing golf balls up there. Must be on one of those northern moving. And then this is starting to look completely linear and gusted out. Okay. Let's see. Nope. There's a little bit of rotation up there, right in here. Is that 56? 53, that one just came out. It's the Clifton, that was with this one right here. The problem is everybody's there, so everybody should have seen it. Should have lit up like the 4th of July. Ooh, an 80 was reported. 81. So I think this has been up to destructive. No. Dang it. I think it would. all that going on. Alright. This is pretty mid considering it's a PDS Tornado Watch. They haven't been doing very well with those. And they have a tornado warning on this because it has a history of producing it. Let's see. Nope. Ooh, somebody else did report a funnel. Let's see my location, and that's for this one as well. So that definitely did happen. Jeez. This one looks like it might try something wild here. That one's starting to look really good. Yeah, this one's probably going to be the next big tornado producer. The southern one near Milton Vale. 2 Oak Hill. You just need one to turn more right. Right now they're not doing any of that. And that's why this one caused so many issues. Because it turned right like a maniac. And still a little bit of rotation on that one to the north. This thing should drop something in the next 5, I'll give it 15 minutes. Is it, gets its act together finally? Yeah, whatever is happening up here. Did he finally make his way over there? Finally did. Nope. You might be running a time lapse. Does what I would do on something up in there. New tornado warning for here. Do these funnel reports and a little bit of rotation. They're probably going to issue a tornado warning on this as well. And sorry for those two up there. I mean, if there's a tornado on that one, it would have been reported already. There's plenty of people watching the southern one as well. It is starting to get better definition. Only an inch. Yeah, those are only going to be an inch. I like how everybody got caught up on this northern one. Instead of, you know, number one roll. Tail end. Better hope that one puts down a nice little beautiful rope. There is so much garbage coming into this northern one. Uh-oh. As they were talking about Pilger yesterday. This is obviously all north of the boundary. You can even see the rolls happening. Wow, nobody's reported anything on this yet. There it is. New tornado warning. Whatever city this is, everybody's on top of the Clay Center. Let's see. Was that just reported? No. That was from a while ago. That would be Pawnee City. Problem is there's so much junk coming up into it. Yeah, there's just absolute junk going into that. So we're back up to 4 warnings. Did somebody report a tornado? Somebody reported a tornado up in here. There it is. That's Valentine. Surprised there wasn't more reports of it. Another funnel, but that should have been reported right away. Is everybody there? Is this a destructive? No. Hail size is not an issue. It's a non-vector. Nope. That's just a considerable. Let's see, was there any CC? Yeah, you ain't gonna see any of that. What is happening over here? Is this thing causing an issue with the storm? Because it shouldn't be. That should not be possible, but apparently it's just being reflected right back at it. Let's check tops. Anything interesting? This one has a good 55k top. You're not gonna get an accurate one, so with that being that close. Tornado. Oh, social media. How do we have this many spotter dots and not in only one report of the tornado? Oh, did they update it? No. Oh, that's a funnel from a while ago. That has that nice long hook that you want to see. Angled properly. This area is just an absolute mess. Okay. Oof. Let's see. I think that's dry air. Yeah. Let's check VIL. Very healthy VIL. does have that one nice long hooking thing you want to see. Surface, and then it goes up and around like this. I think there's backing. That's why it's a big oval at the top. And this area is just a giant mess. They have the tornado warning because it's obviously just there. They just really can't do anything about it. That's not new. That's not new. Those are still 1 inch. Alright. Let's see. Is oh, they just straight tornado warned that thing. There's apparently a bunch of complaining about the conga lines happening out here in Kansas today. And yeah, that's why I would have been in Nebraska. So everybody was going to target this area. Let's see. This is updated, that's still 1 inch. Wow, bunch of giant hail. Spikes in there. I think what I missed that one. Yeah, missed. Stinks. I would have really liked to see it, to see if that was actually hail or not. The giant stuff. Are you really not gonna produce a tornado with that structure? Can't produce one with that. You might as well not even try. I think these are new. Yeah. Yeah, I think there's a funnel in there. 2014, that's an hour earlier. 21, that's for now. Let's see. Nothing on this debris signature identifier. And this one is gone off in the middle of nowhere. And this one is there's a nice little area rotation near Table Rock. Problem is there's so much crud around it. Really? That one just came in as well. They better hope that improves, because otherwise that's a bad report. Dude, this conga line of absolute madness. The clay center is a disastrous. Alright. Oh, there. Come on, man. Oh, they dropped the Severe Thunderstorming. Yeah, I don't think these are producing enough severe hail. Or they're just lumping it in with the tornado warning, which I'm okay with, because that's what you're supposed to be doing, and not double, triple warning everything. Let's see. There's one large right there. Should be able to see if that's actually producing that hail here soon. This thing barely has hail. And then you have this mess. I don't know what you want to call this mess, but it's just a mess. What? What's that from that? Yeah. They did update the tornado warning. This thing probably did, but it's such a weak one. There's the reports coming in. There we go. Alright, now let's see if we can get this one do it out in the open field like that other one did. Alright. So it tells me somebody screwed that one up. There. Nothing. It looks like there's a bit of an inflow surge on this one, hopefully. The problem is it's heading... It would be in clay center by the time it dropped. This one's in the middle of nowhere. I think lost its tornado ability. Alright. That's probably producing some giant hail. And then you have a small little tornado potential near Maxville, but nothing imminent. Alright. We'll put none. That's same as earlier. Oh my lord, everybody. Everybody's gonna be on the single cell. Oh boy. Let's see. Was this recent? No. This is up to 2-inch, so that's a little better. It means the inflow area is stabilizing. I don't know what you call this, but it's definitely a mess. None of these are tornado producers. Might get a little bit of a near Johnson and Auburn. Otherwise, this is fairly heavily outflowy.